Good morning, everybody. I hope everybody had an enjoyable evening. Let's get started with today. It's Thursday, the 13th. Too bad it ain't Friday, the 13th. I like Friday, the 13th. Because everybody looks at it in a negative way. And I'm over here like, this is just Friday. It's just Friday. So, before we get started, I would like to let everybody know this is a wake and bake. What it means is we wake and we bake. So we wake, we baking. And might I say this will be my last blunt for a while. Yeah. My stash is depleted. So tomorrow on Friday we will be waking and faking it. Yeah. Give y'all a heads up. Tomorrow is wake and fake it. Because my stash is gone and I ain't buying no weed until after Christmas. Hear me? You hear me? Alrighty, y'all know I don't do shit to my hair. On me. This is what you get. What you see is what you get. You don't like it? Move on. What are we doing? What are we doing? So, of course, y'all know I like to use my karma cards. Why? You haven't read the book yet. I don't give a fuck. It may mean something to you. May not mean nothing to me. It may mean something to you. Oh, you ever think about that? But there's a little message in there for everybody, in my opinion. So let's get this day started. Alright, so let's pull from the minute. We got planets and we have Mercury. And then for our signs, let's pull one of these. We have Taurus. I haven't gotten Taurus before. And then, of course, our last one is houses. What are we going to do for houses? Houses is what? Green? Yeah. Houses. The second house. All right. So, today, our messages read, communicate your beliefs patiently. That is your physical. Of course, okay, I'm sorry. The red, of course, is the your action, and the blue is going to be the outcome. So let's see what the universe says your action should be, or yeah, whatever you feel. Communicate your beliefs patiently. That's in your spiritual. Patiently. Patiently. Mental says, analyze the cost of what you want. It should have been analyze the cost of what you need. This is what you want. It's different than what you need. My opinion. And then in physical, it says, let your mind tell you how to use the most direct way and get what you need. We were just talking about needs, right? Uh-oh, so something's going on. Communicate your beliefs patiently. Analyze the cost of what you want. Let your mind tell you how to use the most direct way and get what you need. Well, goddamn. And then, of course, in the blue, it says the awareness of resources to maintain your beliefs. The awareness of resources to maintain your beliefs. In the mental, it says many thoughts about or from the practicality of what you value. And then in your physical, it says many words resulting from the productivity of your resources. Well, the main thing I get with that is I'm going to be pawning my fucking jewelry. Because I'm broke. I got enough money to pay my mortgage. But that other bill that's been hounding me, I got everything caught up. My mortgage caught up, phone caught up, car note caught up. I got one bill out there that ain't caught up. Am I going to have to pawn my jewelry, universe? Because money ain't coming through the way it used to. Only time will tell. But that's my opinion. But whatever you do, I think the main word that stick out to me today is patience. Please have patience in whatever you choose. I'm teaching kids patience. Try teaching the kid patience on trying to hook up the Wi-Fi to an Xbox. And you got to keep on putting in a password until it connects. Yeah, teach your kid patience that way. Looky here. Calm down. The shit don't work that motherfucking fast. Sit down and have some patience. Patience. Let's get this party started right. Try not to make this video an hour and a half. That's what I'm going to try and do. So, let's get started with this section. This section, of course, I referenced the Game of Thrones because, of course, I got the deck and I was like, this is my deck. I love this deck. And plus, I like the Game of Thrones. I don't like the fact I got to wait till April of next year for another show to come out. But it is what it is. And then we might not have no more shows after that because he's an old man. He ain't writing no more shit. Alrighty. So we know this section is called I Smoke and I Know Things. And of course, that's why I smoke. Because I know things. But I may not know them. You know, just by the way it hangs. You have to learn. So, I smoke and I know things. Let's see what I know. Now, you see, smoking is my indulgence. What's yours? The Sun. Very beautiful card. Very beautiful. The Sun is your indulgence. Happiness is your indulgence. Illumination is your indulgence. I can agree to all of that in its different phases. All right. It is next week's vision. We have what you have learned. Two of Cups came out yesterday. In your future, mind you. So did you learn something about your future? You got the Two of Cups again. I'm not pulling that out. You want it to come out, you let it come out. I didn't see what it is, so hey, figure it out yourself. Anyways. I see it. I ain't gonna pull it. So we have the Two of Cups coming out and what you have learned. Did you learn something about a loved one? In this next position, we have weaknesses that turn into strength. So let's see what your weakness that you turn into a strength is. And we have Justice. Now this came out yesterday as well. But the Justice came out over here in your challenge position. But yesterday it was a challenge. You have turned it into a strength today. What? I hate you. I hate you so bad. Yeah, she had me look, right? Yeah, what's that? That's the Eight of Wands. That also came out yesterday. And the Hierophant. I'm a little confused with the Hierophant because usually when I see the Hierophant, I like to say it's time to go within. There's something that you need to learn. But learning more about the Hierophant, and one particular book pointed out to me is like, they said Jewish. Because of the way they conform to society. But they still kept their God in mind. But I'm still learning about that. And as time goes on, I hope to learn more about that Hierophant. So in this next position, we have your challenges. Let's see what your challenges are today. Your challenges for today is the Empress. Ooh. Like I said, the Empress gave the Emperor the wand. She is a 3 and she's sitting here with all 3 of her dragons. This is my bitch. You know that I seen something one day and they said if you had Game of Thrones and they were a sign, what sign would they be? They said she would be the Scorpio. The Empress. Very solid, knows how to grow. A spark of imagination into a field of dreams. And in the next position, we have Death. Now, I want to know if you have any universal debt. Because in this particular section, because of course I'm referencing the Game of Thrones, it says a Lannister always pays his debt. Like a bitch like me don't like that. I don't like that. Do positive, you get positive. I don't like that negative. Don't bring that bullshit here. That's me. So I want to know, what kind of debt do you owe to the universe? So let's see what the cards got for us today. And we have, ooh, the Two of Swords. Ooh, a decision needs to be made. And next, of course, we have your future. Let's see what your future holds. Because I'm nosy. And I want to know. Because yesterday, your future was the Two of Cups, but now it's in something that you've learned. And we have this Chariot. Now, the Chariot came out 2 days ago. And just for shits and giggles, what's on the bottom? The Hermit. We're going to put that in the middle, and under the Hermit, look at that bitch. You got the Magician. All right, let's verify some of this shit. Everybody getting over these colds, especially me. Can't wait till this cough is gone. So, right here in this position, we have the Sun. This is your indulgence. The Sun also helps things grow. As it shines over you, you're enlightened. Makes you want to reach up to it and get some more enlightenment. And today we have the Nine of Stones, Nine of Coins, material gain. We have the Six of Wands, excuse me, which is victory. And then we have, I don't know what this one is. 20. 20 is justice. Judgment. Judgment. Like I said, I haven't read the book yet. We're going to figure this out. Did I put them all in here? Alright, there you go. And let's see what 20 is. I started to read this last night and I stopped. I ain't going to lie. Yeah. Judgment. Alright, let's read it. It's a learning session today. So here I would have to say we have Aeon. You will pronounce that Aeon, right? Okay. It says, wow. Can you see it nice and clear? Let's focus, focus. Can you focus for me? Can I get a focus? Can I get a oh, look at that. There we go. So let's read. You see Aeon? Come on, focus for me. There you go. While at the bottom is a clear landscape, the sky is obscured with dark clouds. An unknown and ominous future. The dark rivers run through canyons of great age. The land is dark but green. On the left is a blasted tree. On the right, shadows. Beyond that flat are hills and white mountains, symbols of purity and abstract truth. A dark volcano destruction looms behind the mountains. The shape of the head is bird-like, but the eye is human. It is a goddess, a woman as the earth, a bird as the sky, ancient and suffering. The baby in the center represents hope of renewal. So I would say this is your judgment. And of course, this is something you cannot control. Alrighty. Divinatory meaning renewal, optimism in spite of painful period of change, spontaneity. Don't get me started. All things are possible. Old rules seen through new eyes. Rebirth is reversed, but it didn't come out reversed. So, while you're indulging on this sun, you're feeling victorious in your single age. But the universe keeps on informing you that there is a change coming. It's going to grow you into a better you. Alrighty. And what you have learned is the Two of Cups. Now, Two of Cups came up yesterday. We were trying to figure out. The Two of Cups is it's like a choice. It's like a decision. Think of it in all aspects because we're not too sure which one we should use today. So what you have learned, we have the Two of Cups. And to verify that, we have the Nine of Wands. It says power here. I like that. Power. The Old Man, King of Stones. Father of Stones in the West. The Old Man. I know old man like that. Get off my lawn. Shut up, you dog. Then we have the Eight of Swords. You and your head. So with this choice of the Two of Cups, or maybe you have a union coming together, you're feeling very powerful. But you still are in your head about something. What are you in your head about? Nine of Wands. It says power. Like you have the power. You can make anything change and transform. But you're still in your fucking head. See this old man thought? Yeah. And that's a King of Stones. So maybe you have somebody coming in that's making a choice, or maybe you need to make a choice. You're feeling victorious as your indulgement. And there is definitely a choice that needs to be made because you're in your head about it. You have somebody coming in saying, hey, this is mine. It's a solid foundation. You have a king of strings. Now that king is very solid. He knows how to grow. He knows how to recycle and move on. And with that knowledge, I'm trying to figure out why are you still in your head? And the only thing that I can think of is that there's a decision that you need to make that you haven't made yet. Or maybe you're in your head because I keep on reminding you that your justice is coming. Only time will tell. And to verify the justice, we have, what's that? Three of Stones. We have the Lovers. Oh, there goes that choice. And then we have the Seven of Wands. Now this Seven of Wands today is having courage. So, a weakness that turned into your strength, but it was a challenge yesterday. Keep in mind, this was a challenge yesterday. Your justice was a challenge. And it keeps on wanting to show itself. So, scales need to be balanced. Justice is coming in. And your judgment is coming in. And a weakness that you turn into a strength. Now, this was your challenge yesterday. So I guess that you've learned something, because it's now something that you're turning into a strength. And that is knowing that the scales will be balanced. Your justice is coming. There has to be some type of peace knowing that. Because like I said, me myself, when I learn something new, I like to jump in and float. Swim around, paddle, do what I need to. I like to learn hands-on. And maybe that's what you need to do with this Three of Stones. Working. Yeah. Yesterday we had the message of go fucking read a book, go sit the fuck down. That's the last I remember. That was the Hermit. Masculine. Remember? Lady on the couch reading a book, my tarot zombie. Near the end, yesterday. And I'm thinking to myself all day yesterday, why the fuck did I come out to work? I need to go sit the fuck down and read a book. But I stayed out and I worked, and I didn't read my books. But that's my opinion. What did you take from it? So with this weakness turning into a strength, some type of justice that is coming through, is telling you to put in some work. Because the Lovers is here. We done already talked about you filling up somebody's cup. We have one cup in here, and it looks like they are both holding the cup. But one thing I like about this card is that they're naked. Now, what does that mean to you, that they're naked? Because if you love someone with all you love, you show them all your nakedness, inside and out. Inside and out, my opinion. That's why I'm single. Okay, nobody give me that shit. And then we have the Seven of Wands, which is courage. So definitely, in my opinion, you're already doing the work that you need to. You know your Lovers is coming. And with this justice coming through, you're at peace because you have courage. I think that's good. So, your challenge is the Empress. What is the Empress to you? The Empress is a queen. You may not know she the queen. She the queen. Can't wait till the next season. The bitch is bad. And she's sitting there with her dragons. She knows she has it all. She ain't worried about what goes on. This queen knows she's protected. Solid queen. To verify the queen, we have the Hangman. We have Princess of Wands. And lastly, we have the Three of Swords. Ooh. Who's on the bottom? Prince of Wands. How come I got the Prince and the Princess of Wands? Oh. I'm glad I did that this time. Yeah, yesterday. Oh, I fucked myself up again yesterday. I tell you. Oh, I fucked myself up again. Because, you know, I went ahead and flipped some of them cards and looked at the bottom. Especially after I said, I'm going to keep that there because I want to see what's on the bottom. My dumb ass ain't do it, and I should have. I'm so mad at myself. So, you know, I'm going to do it today. Oh, yeah, y'all going to see the bottom of a lot of these decks because I want to see what the fuck is there. Because I hate at the end of the day, after I click everything off and then I go to look, I could have used those fucking cards. Like, are you kidding me? But then again, I'm an hour and a half in. Don't nobody want to watch me for that goddamn long. I got to keep that in mind. Keep that in fucking mind. So with the Empress as your challenge, you may need to see things from a different perspective. Now, yesterday this princess came out, and I like the way it came out because I referenced the snake in the strength card. And the only thing I can get from this is that she's still calling her snake. And he hasn't came yet. Because as the Empress, you have to know when to make movement and when to hold back. And right now, that's your challenge. And to verify that, we have the Hangman, which means that you need to hang back. You need to look at things from a different perspective. And then you have the Daughter of Wands with her fucking flute, calling in her change. Because that's the snake I see. That snake is all about change, growth. It grows bigger. And as you grow bigger, you're going to grow stronger with knowledge. So I can just think of her as calling in her king with her flute, patiently playing her song. And then we have the Three of Swords, which is heartbreak. And this one, it says mourning. So you're definitely going through some type of loss. Because you're calling and he ain't coming. So it has you feeling this way. Feeling like you're the one crying with this sword because they're over here together. But the universe says, don't worry. He's right there. That's who you calling. The Prince of Wands. Princess and Prince. And then under that, just for shits and giggles, we have Princess of Stones. Father of Stones up there, my lord. So I'm going to say that whoever this prince is, he's almost as stable as you are. What? Did I say that? Yes, I did. Looks like you got more stability than him. You coming in as a king. You ain't playing that bullshit. That's a princess. We call that a page. Young-minded child. Yeah, you get it now, right? And of course, over here, we have your universal deck. And the universal deck says you have the Two of Swords. There's something that you are turning a blind eye to. You have your hands crossed over your heart. You're not letting anybody in. But deep down, you know that there's a decision that needs to be made. Two of Cups, a decision needs to be made. Justice, you know your justice is coming in. Judgment. You have been enlightened to some type of judgment. And to verify this Two of Swords, we have the Seven of Stones. Putting in work. You add that 7 and 3 together. What you get, everybody? What you get? And that's stones. Keep that in mind. 2 positive stones. Debating if you're going to put in work. And then the 3 telling you to work. And if you add them up, what do you get? 10. And the 10 of stones is what? It ain't nothing negative, like the Ten of Swords. Making sure I don't have any. Okay. Yeah. I got the Eight of Swords with the 3. That's 11. 2, which means a decision. Look at that bitch. Oh, I am a bad bitch. Oh, I am a bad bitch. Oh my goodness, I'm a bad bitch. Now, to verify your Two of Cups and what you have learned, you have the Eight of Wands. But of course, over here is your challenge because of the Three of Wands. If you add them two together, you get the Two of Swords. Eight of Wands, Three of Wands, Two of Swords. You get it? There's a decision that needs to be made that you are either putting a blind eye to or you're unknown to verify that. Want to use it? Yeah. Fuck. We have the Ace of Wands. And let's pull from the bottom since it came from, the now bottom. And the next one we have under that is the Chariot. Might I add, the same Chariot that's in your future. And then, of course, I'm going to pull from the bottom again. And we have the Ace of Cups. Now, I love the way the cards come out. I can't wait till people start watching my shit. Man, these cards are matching like it ain't nothing. When you're drawn to do something, do it. Whatever you're drawn to, do it. The reason why I say that is because a year ago, I was not at this position. I was drawn to it. My previous jobs, you would have never thought that this is something that I would choose to do as a hobby. And neither did I. I didn't think much of it. You don't think much of it until you learn something new. And then you change into a better you. And I am transforming into a better me every day. And, if it wasn't for me, I'd have shit all across the table, don't know what the fuck it means, don't know why it goes together or anything. But I have similar cards coming out. For example, I got 2 Chariots. I got Justice with Judgment. And not to mention, some of these cards came out yesterday. And to bring it all together is a storyline. But my main question is whose motherfucking story is it? What resonates with you? So whatever you have a spark of imagination to do, and it makes sense to you, and you know it's not going anywhere. And what I mean by it's not going anywhere is it's okay for a thought to come up. Everybody thinks. But if it keeps repeating itself, then I would definitely question what you're doing. Because the universe may be trying to show you something that you're either showing a blind eye to or you just cannot see. And with that, we have the Ace of Wands. And as I just said, if you get a spark of imagination to do something, do it. And whatever's going to happen with this decision, you have a spark to do it. And then what happens next? You fucking do it. But you do it in a balanced way. Gotta have balance. Gotta have balance. Because if you don't have balance over your head and heart, just Chariot right here. It looks nice and smooth in this picture, doesn't it? But in this picture, now that looks chaotic. Wouldn't you think? So, do it in a peaceful way. There goes that Ace of Cups again. Mind you, I got 2 aces with the Chariot. On a decision that you need to make. Look again. Fire, water. Passionate, emotional. And then again, for shits and giggles, we have the 3 cups. Overflowing. Underneath that, we have the Star. Ooh, baby. Can I say that your futures, your depth is looking bright. As long as you are able to balance out that Chariot. Because over here it's like you're making the decision, and right now your Chariot is nice and calm. But in your future, your Chariot is wild and out of control. Because them dragons do what the fuck they want. Yeah, they listen. But they do what the fuck they want. Something's telling me to shuffle again. So I'm going to shuffle again. I want to make sure these cards are nice and mixed up. Alright, and to verify your Chariot, we have the Sun, we have the 4 of Cups, and we have the Ace of Wands. Ace of Swords. Excuse me. So I would just like to add that we got 3 aces coming out as your debt and your future. Cool. With the Sun again. The Sun came out as your indulgement. And it's still coming out in your future. And with that, you have the 4 cups. Now, that's you debating on if you want to go ahead and do that. And then you have the Ace of Swords, clarity. Where's another word I'm looking for? And I can't think of it right now. Truth. Truth. So although in your future you may want to come in as this fierce beast, calm yourself. Calm yourself. Because the sun is shining. You're being enlightened to something. Where did this 7 of Stones come from? I'm high. I added the 3 and the 7 because you got the 10. But when did I pull it? I remember talking about it. I get sidetracked. Whoa. And I ain't got no more weed. I like when I'm high. I forget shit. Because I still can't figure out where this 7 is coming from. Because I'm looking at it next to the ace. And I'm counting on my cards because I verify each one with 3 cards. And then I got this 7 of stones sticking out saying put in more work. Oh, this came down with the 2 because I started smoking. And you're debating on if you should put in work into the situation. And then I said your 3 and your 7 equals 10. And the 10 of stones is something beautiful to see. And then you have a spark of imagination. You have the Chariot. And then you have the Ace of Cups. But back to this other Chariot. Like I said, the Sun is there twice as your indulgence as well as your future. And then you have the 4 of Cups. It says mixed happiness here. But then you have the Ace of Swords. Now, like I said, you have 3 aces on the table, love. Now, let's verify this Hermit. Now, the Hermit came up yesterday because the Hermit goes within, seeks himself to grow into a better him. Now, there are things that are unknown to him, and the 3-eyed raven is coming with that knowledge. But at the end of the day, he's still looking for something. And in my opinion, that was that star. I always think that that's a star in there, because the Hermit is looking for that star. And he's trying to find the best way to be himself to get it. So let's verify that. Let's verify from the bottom. We have the 6 of Cups. Maybe the Hermit could be thinking about his past. Then we have the Universe. Now that came up yesterday too. And then lastly, we have the 8 of Cups. Queen of Wands. We all know about that queen. Yeah, she came up yesterday. Anyways, so to verify your Hermit, you have the 6 of Cups. Now, you could be thinking about your past. Then we have the Universe. That cycle's changing. But I was looking at, like, what do I have here? And I counted. In your future, and hold on. In your indulgence, we have 20, which is judgment. In your future, we have 19, which is the Sun. It's the Sun bringing your judgment. And then we have the Hermit here. And then we have the Universe. So the Sun is going to bring in some enlightenment. Your judgment is coming. And the cycle will be changing. It will be turning. But this... Which one? Your judgment is still verifying the Sun. So I'm going to say that that cycle might be moving in your direction. Your future looks very light. All right, we know we have the Queen of Wands at the bottom. Here goes that Emperor. Like I said, shits and giggles. What's next? What's next? What's next? Let's see what the Divine Masculine has to say about this. Now, the Divine Masculine has been on point. Oh, well, how can I forget? before we do that, let's get with this Magician that was at the bottom of this deck. Verify that. Let's look at the now. Let's just look at the last, next few cards underneath. Ooh, and then I'm gonna show that one that's next, because the next after the Hermit. You understand? I pulled these cards first. That last one was a Hermit at the bottom. Under the Hermit was a Magician. So with the Hermit there, you going inside. It looks like you're thinking about your past. Seeing the cycle change, and then you have the Eight of Cups, which is you deciding to move on to something that does, you're moving away from things that do not serve you. You're stuck on the past. The cycle's about to change. And then you have the Magician. Now the Magician is you being able to use all the tools to your advantage and move on. But this is a tricky little bitch. He knows how to use his tools, and he knows when to use them. Because in the end, he knows all. That's the infinity signal. He knows what he knows. But he doesn't express it to everybody. He knows how to use all of his tools. And under that, we have the Ten of Wands. Now that's moving on. And then we have the Nine of Stones. And I'm going to stop there because in your Sun, you also have the Nine of Stones. And just for extra shits and giggles, the next card from the top that would have been pulled is the Lovers. You see it, right? Yeah. That's the Lovers. So this would have been the next card that was pulled. And under that was the moving on to calmer water. So, with that being said, there's definitely a choice and a decision that you need to make to move on to calmer waters. And being that we pulled the Magician, oh my goodness, you bitch. I didn't want to pull that next one because I said I was going to stop there, didn't I? Yeah, but my dumbass just had to pull off them cards so I can verify them. And what do we have under that? Death. There is a change coming. Transform you into a newer you. And keep in mind that the universe is shining brightly on you with this change coming through. Ace of Swords, Ace of Wands, and the Ace of Cups. But you already have your Ten of Cups. So, you're feeling pretty good. And if I'm not mistaken, you got the King of Stones. And, now the Princess came out, not the Queen. Lucky you. So, to verify these cards here, okay, make sure they're in the right way. Remember, yellow at the top. Alright, so let's verify this Magician here. I'm going to verify each one with 2 cards. Alright. To verify your Magician, you have the 7 of Cups and the 9 of Coins. Again, for the 3rd time, might I add. So, with you being in this position Magician stance, you're definitely moving on into a new situation. You're moving very forcefully forward. You know, you got your head on one idea, you're going through it. I'm going to tell you to calm that shit down as you go, because it looks like you're a little reckless. But you have all the tools that you need to at your advantage. So I'm going to give you some slack on this one. And to verify that, we have the 7 of Cups, daydreaming, illusions. But it comes with the 9 of Coins again. So I'm going to say it's okay. You can daydream. You can have illusions. Because you already got your 9. Me, myself, I like daydreaming. I like illusions. What you going to say? You can't say shit. I do what I do. You do what you do. And to verify this 10 of Wands, moving away, taking your shit like, bye, I don't need you. And that's good. Because with that, you are the Prince of Swords. See? Bye, I don't need you. He's out. What they say about the princess, in and out energy, fast movement. Yeah, he took those wands and he's out. Fuck you, bitch. Because the sword's all about truth. I knew what you did. I'm out. And then we have the Six of Cups. Now, I said the Hermit was thinking about the Six of Cups. And I'm going to think the Hermit is the other guy. And being that the Six of Cups came out with the Hermit, I'm going to say that this is him too, saying, bitch, I'm out. Because you're over here daydreaming and illusions with the Magician. You know how to use all your tools to your advantage because you got the 9 of fucking coins. I think you're very solid in where you stand. Because he's thinking about the past. He's moving on from maybe lies. And then, of course, with the 9 of coins again on this side, it is verified with the Death again. The same death that was under that 9. And the Priestess is under that with the 3 of coins. So with this 9 of coins, there's change. Maybe change of egos, but whatever the change, it's moving on. Because now, I'm going to say that this is the other person. They moved away from the bullshit. They're thinking about their past. Their change and growth is what they have learned. And they're coming in passionately to use that wand with somebody. Ooh. Alright, so we did that. Oh, Zombie Tarot time. Zombie Tarot is my masculine energy. And the reason why I say that is because they think of the coins as hazards. And in reality, your Emperor, your King of Coins, if you think about it, the Emperor he knows the material world in and out like it ain't nothing. You get it? So, and the Emperor came out. So, I like to use my Zombie Tarot as my Divine Masculine because they did pick the hazards as coins. And I like this to be my Divine Masculine energy, which is good because don't nobody do Divine Masculine energy too much, only on Twin Flames. But this is the Divine Masculine's energy and opinion about your situation, which is always going to be different from the Divine Feminine because, like I said, feminine and masculine. He's more masculine than he is feminine. So, to verify that, we have the Queen of Cups, we have the 2 of Wands, and we have the Ace of Coins. Now in your regular lay, I said the only thing you're missing is the Ace of Coins. I said, but you got your 7, your 3, and your 9 of coins. So in together, I would say you had pretty much handled on your coins. But the Divine Masculine wanted to go ahead and show his face and say, don't worry about it. Your coins is here too. With that Ace of Coins. But anyways, so Divine Masculine got the Queen of Cups. Now the Queen of Cups, very emotional. She eating a heart. So she know how to use her words to get what she wants. Sitting on the beach looking pretty. But she's emotional. Don't nobody know emotion like Scorpios. Depending on what level you're on. Ooh. Yeah, that was a notch at some of y'all. Grow, honey. Grow, honey. How are you going to grow? I'm going to shuffle some more. So, the Queen of Cups is there with the Two of Wands. Now, the Two of Wands is, figuring out, in this one, the zombie is figuring out which one he want to go to. Because you got two men running in different directions. One is a young boy, one is an older boy. Yeah. So funny that they wanted me to point that out. One is young and one is old. The Two of Wands. Now, the Two of Wands is like making a choice in a way, but you got two choices there. You can see them both. And the fact that one is old and one is new, that makes me think that you have a thought in your mind. One is old, one is new. Which one are you going to go to? And then, like I said, the Divine Masculine saying, don't worry about it. We wanted to show that you still got that ace. Don't worry about that. So now you got 4 aces on the board. All 4. 3 in one deck, 1 in the other. And to verify that, we're going to use my Divine Moon Tarot. We're going to show that card too. Don't worry about it. Focus. Thank you. To verify your queen, we have the Page of Swords. I'm going to do 2 on each of these. Oh, I got to figure out what that is. With the Divine Moon, all I get is numbers. V is 5. One before that is 4. But the 4 is the Emperor, right? Because 3 is the Empress, 4 is the Emperor. What'd I tell you? We pulled that card. It was the next one on top. So to verify that Queen of Cups, we have the Page of Swords with the Emperor. So although you're sitting looking fancy like the Queen of Cups, he's saying that somebody get ready to come in, the Emperor get ready to come in with a message of truth. Because it's a sword. And the reason why I say he's coming in is because usually the Emperor is depicted in cards by himself. In this particular card, the Emperor is depicted with 2 people at home. They're holding hands together with the wrapped around with, I'm going to assume that's ivory. So he's saying that there might be a message coming in from an emperor, and he's going to bring a message of truth and clarity. And then you have a Two of Wands, because now you have a decision to make. And to verify that, we have the Queen of Coins and the 2 Lovers. But look at that, Lovers. So to verify your Two of Wands, you definitely have a decision that needs to be made. Might I verify in what you've learned? We got this King of Pentacles here to verify your Two of Cups. So I'm going to say that you have a choice with this Two of Wands to either stay in your position as the queen that you are, or do you join in forces with that lover? Or This is saying that with this decision that you make sure your stance is solid, unwavering, and make sure to balance your yin and yang. Because like I said, this is masculine energy. And then you have the Ace of Hazards. To verify that, oh no, I am so wrong. They don't have pictures. Okay. This Two of Wands is verified with the Two of Swords. Which makes me to think that that's why I need to read the fucking book. Four Cups, no. Four of Wands, no. This has to be the Emperor. No, that can't be. Because the Emperor is going to be lifted. Four of Stones is holding back. I gotta read this book, y'all. I just got confused. I know this is the Two of Swords because it has the swords. That's verifying the Two of Wands with this Queen of Pentacles. My question is that four. I don't think it's the Emperor. But Four of Cups is debating on a situation because what I have next is the Two of Wands again. Because you see how he's holding the wands? And then after that we have the Ten of Cups. See how they're holding the cups? Oh, those are cups. That's how I know that's the Ten of Cups. That's the Two of Wands. So to verify your Ace of Pentacles, we have the Two of Wands and the Ten of Cups. So it's still a decision that needs to be made. And then at the bottom of the deck, we got the Three of Wands. Yeah, that's a picture that I'm still like. So your Three of Wands is you waiting to see the outcome. I gotta read this fucking book because she just fucked me up. Here we go. Three of Wands. A sad woman stands alone in her chamber as a terrible storm looms. No, that's not the Three of Wands. Cups. King of Wands. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Upon a grassy hill, yep, an expectant mother patiently awaits the blooming of three wands. Yep, she waiting. So that's the Four of Wands. A married couple walks hand in hand, the path leading to, you see that. Okay, now that I have been corrected, I do apologize. I need to read this fucking deck. I thought I had it. I was wrong. So to verify your Queen of Cups, you have a Page of Swords coming in with a message of a solid foundation with the Four of Wands. Happy home, happy life. Then, of course, over here you have the Two of Wands with the Queen of Pentacles and the Two of Swords. So, again, there's definitely a decision that needs to be made. And over here you're looking, you have the Ace of Coins. That's a new bright beginning. A decision needs to be made. And debating on what choice you choose, that's going to bring you your Ten of Cups. But as I said earlier, that you also got that Page of Coins and that Page of Wands coming in as well. Alrighty. And then at the bottom of the deck, you got the Three of Wands with the Three of Cups. Yeah, that's the Three of Wands with the Three of Cups. What's the Three of Wands and the Three of Cups? So you're still debating on if you want to put work into it. You're still debating if you want to join in on the situation because you're not sure what the outcome is. The universe is telling you that you need to be the magician. You have all the tools to your advantage to make this change in your life. And whatever change that you are debating on making, the universe is telling you, keep your head up. It's going to be a good change because you have the sun. You have judgment coming as well as the universe. Feminine has to say today. Red on the top. Ooh. She has the she has the Five of Pentacles. Now this is being left out in the cold, but not necessarily. This is like, this is mine. I'm not giving it to nobody, and I don't want nobody coming in. Then we have the moon. The moon and the sun came out yesterday, so I guess the moon wanted to show its face today. And then, of course, we have the Seven of Cups. We have illusionary again. That verified, what did that verify? The magician. So you got Five of Pentacles. So you're holding on to your money. And you're solid in that. And then we have the moon and the Seven of Cups. So there's something that's still hidden because you're daydreaming. And at the bottom of that, for shits and giggles, is the King of Swords. Prince of Swords came in before. So I'm going to say that other individuals coming in as a King of Swords very fast with a lot of truth, wanting to put in hard work with that Three of Pentacles. Ain't that crazy? Look, King of Swords with the Three of Pentacles, right? You have the Three of Wands on the bottom of that deck. You have the Three of Cups on the bottom of that deck with the Knight of Swords, and then the Three of Coins with the Ace, and the Lovers underneath that, and the Ace of Cups underneath that, and the Sun underneath that. When I tell you my cards match up, trust believe me, I tell you my cards match up. I done pulled the Ace of Swords. I done pulled the Lovers twice. I have two Ace of Cups. And now this is the third time the Sun wanted to show his face. And just for shits and giggles, here goes your Ace of motherfucking Wands again. You see how all them threes came up? And then, of course, they're showing you the same change that had already been discussed. Okay, so, just for shits and giggles, underneath the deck, we have the Knight of Swords, we have the Three of Pentacles, and the Page of Pentacles. I just told you that's a page coming in. And to verify that. Oh, I didn't do my... Did I do my Zombie Tarot? Let's see what the Zombie Tarot has to say at the bottom. The Zombie Tarot has Temperance at the bottom. Next, with the Priestess. The High Priestess. And then the Empress. And then the Sun. And the Five of Coins after that. Is that same Five of Coins that's right here? With my Divine Feminine? Because at the bottom, the masculine still thinks on with his feminine side, because all these queens came up. So I'm going to say that underneath, the masculine would like you to know, please have temperance. Be the High Priestess. And the Empress, because your Sun is coming. And then you're going to end with your Five of Coins. The same 5 of coins that my queen wanted you to see. So although you feel left out in the cold because secrets were around, and they got you feeling in the 7 of Cups illusionary about it. So let's verify what we got. Did I look at the bottom of her deck? Oh yeah, we did. We looked at the bottom of her deck. Alright, so let's verify that with my 5 of Pentacles. And we're going to do 2 cards like we did before. I got the 8 of Pentacles with the Princess of Swords, the Magician, and the Queen of Wands. Your last Judgment in the Tower. That's the second time Judgment came up. Yep, 20. Your Judgment came out with the Sun at the beginning. Keep that in mind. So to verify your 5 of Coins, we have the 8 of Pentacles putting in work with the Prince of Swords. Excuse me, Princess of Swords. Now this princess here, she knows all. She has snakes all around. She knows how to change. She has no problem with change. She also has a sword, which means that she has no problem with cutting you out. And then you have work. So although you're feeling like you're being left out in the cold, you really haven't. You just know when to not let anybody in that doesn't need to be in. Because with that, you have the 8 of Pentacles, which is putting in work. And as you do that, don't take no bullshit. Then with the Moon coming in, the Moon is coming in with the Magician and the Queen of Wands. As we said, as we said with the Magician, that's you. So are there secrets that you're holding back? Because as a Magician, you're using all your tools to your advantage, and then you're coming in with the Queen of Wands. And that's why you feel like it's all illusionary. You got 5 cups, you're looking at 2 more. Everybody's trying to grab your cups. You don't know which one to take. So there's a decision that you still are in your head about, and you don't know what to do. Because you're still debating on if it's going to come in and give you that happy home, happy life. But the Judgment coming in with the Tower is things that you can't control. So although you're holding on pretty tightly to whatever that you're holding on to, your Judgment and your Tower is coming. Now underneath, we have the 9 of Wands again. And that's you having great strength. So I'm going to say, hold on tight to those cups. And then you have the 10 of Wands. Walking away. And then you have the 7 of Wands. Again. Followed by death. Ooh. So, yeah, it still looks like your outcome is good, but you still haven't made a decision yet. At the end of the day, that's what it was. That's what it is. You want to move forward on this decision fiercely, but you're still holding back. It's like you really don't want to join in. But the universe is saying that you have all the tools to your ability to make whatever move you need to make. Your Judgment is coming in. Justice will be served. You're going to grow into a new person. You're going to learn new things as a hangman. And of course, you are a queen. In all your right mind. Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Cups, the Empress. Let's see what chakra cards got to say today. Patience. Didn't we have perfection? Oh, we shuffling again. We had that yesterday. I ain't fucking with y'all. And I looked at the deck like, should I shuffle again? I ain't playing with y'all. We had that yesterday. Because I said you are perfect in every way that you are. Even me. In every way that I am. So, 115.15. Bitch, I'm crazy. You seen me shuffle. And I shuffled and I cut and everything. I'm going to have to rewatch that video again. Because I want to know how the fuck did that card stay on the fucking top. I know I shuffled this motherfucking deck. The divine is a crazy bitch. She wanted it to come out. And we all know about perfection. You are perfect in your own way. Don't let anybody tell you any different. And I guess that's what you're holding on to. You're holding on to your perfection. Who you are. But keep in mind that whoever you are, it's okay to be who you are. Make sure you grow while you're doing it. Now, let's see what my butterfly oracle has to say. Make sure I shuffle these cards too. Because I'm going to have to watch this video again. I want to see what the fuck she just did to me. That bitch fucked my head up just that motherfucking quick. We have gracefully aging. We had that before. Like I said, be perfect in whatever you do. Just make sure that you grow as you do. Gracefully, please. Get it? Alright. And just because I want you, I'm going to use my Whispers of Lord Ganesha. Yeah, these cards are still kind of new, so having a little bit of trouble shuffling them and all. Let's pick one from the middle, just because I want to. And we have generosity, number 10. What does generosity mean to you? Now, in my days, I have not noticed, but, you know, if certain people come to me, I'm nice. I'm generous. I have no problem being generous. And being generous, you know, you learn things. And, you know, one day I was like, you know, I found $10. Yes, I did. It was sitting right in front of a lady who was at the cash register. I picked up the money. I tapped on the lady. I said, "Is that your money?" She said, "No, honey, I seen it there. It's not mine. And I'm not picking it up." I said, "Oh, well, I am." I picked it up. And throughout, I went in the store. I got what I needed. Then I got in my line. And then there's a lady there that I used to work with. I got a one-track mind. I ain't gonna lie to you. When I came to store, I ain't pay her no mind. That money was on my mind. See, one-track mind, money. So I get back. I was like, "Hey, how you doing? How you doing?" She's like, "Yeah, I was talking to you." I said, "Yeah, I know. I got a one-track mind, honey. I can't help who I am. I am perfect in my own way." But I still engaged in the conversation. And then there was a little boy there. He decided to buy some stuff, but his mama only sent him to the store with just half of what he needed. Why do parents do that? Send your child to the store with not enough money. Bitch, get yourself together. Get the fuck up and go to the store yourself if that's the motherfucking case. But anyways, I found $10. The little boy don't know what to do. I said, "Here, go ahead, take the money. You know, go ahead. It was only $2. Go ahead." Went to the store. Go on my next door. Get some pizza or something. There was a guy there, and I'm listening to him. He was like, "Yeah, how much is a piece of pizza? A slice of pizza." I was a big ass fucking slice of pizza. It's like $5. They're like, okay, I'll take one of them. You know, me and my wife, we're gonna share that. You know, yada yada yada. I said, "What?" I said, "You and your wife sharing one slice?" I said, "No, honey, give him another slice." Gave him that $5. That $10 wasn't mine. The Lord knew, and the universe knew what they were going to put in plan for me that day. I didn't think about it. They used me as a tool to help somebody else. You understand that? They used me as a tool to help someone else. because the universe was testing. Well, I don't think the universe was testing me. I think the universe knows me well enough to know what my actions will be. And then I get put in a situation, not once, but twice, to help. Now, did I hold back? No. I was generous. You want to know why? Because it wasn't mine from the beginning. I didn't make it. And like I said in my video yesterday, I don't take no money off of nobody. It's not what I do. But I was generous with what I found. So, let's see what generosity is. Generosity. Number 10, which of course is a completion. I would also like to mention that it is on page 28, which also adds up to a 10, which is a completion. And if you add 10 and 10 together, there goes your judgment. Just want to let that be known. Okay. This time I remember what page. Generosity. Compassion for others is a natural result of being aware and conscious of your own feelings. When you are generous in spirit, you take complete responsibility for your life. Work with Ganesha to assist you with stepping up to do the right thing. This is especially important when you are filled with fear and conflicting feelings. You are never This is especially important when you are filled with fear and conflicting feelings. Respect others and live a conscious life. Champion others, support them, and actively want them to succeed. Living from this place will create an open heart and mind that will touch anyone who comes into your presence. Be tolerant of ideas and behaviors that may not align with your own thoughts. Spend more time looking at what is good and positive in someone else's rather than what you judge as negative or bad. Embrace others' differences. Yeah, your challenge was the Empress, and in this Empress you have the Hangman. So I wanted to point that out because you have to embrace other people's differences. Give freely and from your heart. Choose to no longer manipulate and do not do favors with strings attached. Yeah, I don't do that. As you continue to give, you may find that you no longer envy others. You will be able to give easily and at the same time receive when the same is offered to you. This will go a long way to eliminating the feeling of being separated from others, and you may find yourself genuinely happy. Look for and assume the best in people and treat others with respect and acceptance. Alrighty. I hope you enjoyed your time with me today. Till tomorrow. And I already told you tomorrow's going to be a wake it and fake it day because my stash is gone. And I saved my last one for today. So I can't wait to see what tomorrow's going to bring because that's a different me. You know, when I smoke weed, I tend to calm down. I tend to slow down my thinking process. And without it, I'm just 100 miles a fucking minute. And then by then, I'll probably have 2 cups of coffee. So, you know, I'm already aware of how I act when I don't smoke. So, seeing me on video not smoking is definitely going to be interesting. 124.24, might I add. So with that being said, I think we will all be in a surprise for tomorrow morning. Especially me. I wonder how much I'm going to fuck up. I love y'all. I hope y'all have a great day. Till tomorrow.